Hey everyone, it's Will, Gamer Dad, with another video for you. So in this video, I just want to show you the last couple of features in the future Garulea dungeon. So once you've unlocked all the different areas, you can talk to the guy here on the upper left, and he'll give you one satellite stadium ticket for free. Normally you actually have to buy them for 30 of those altered ores. In this case, we'll take the free one and see where we go. Now in this case, the mobs and the horrors are quite a bit more tough than the previous one. So note that instead of level 80, we are taking on level 90 ones. This is similar to the KMS kind of mobs. So, same strategies work. I believe their speed isn't extremely fast. They're just as fast as the other ones. So you will still outspeed them for the majority of the time. However, just keep in mind that if you do take a hit, it's going to cause massive amounts of damage. Also note that you still want to save your half bar AF for the boss at the end of this chapter. So you really want to make sure you kind of survive the first turn and deal enough damage. And in this case, you can clearly see I wasn't well prepared and I bit the dust there. So we're going to retool here. I did have Gilnet in the back, and his distortion is going to allow us to survive the turn 1 while we build up an attack and build up a bar here. So you can see distortion only lasts 2 turns. Note that it is vulnerable to stun. So if you do use Inferno, you have a chance of stunning it, which means you'll obviously prevent yourself from taking damage for the second turn. Otherwise, using a strong DPS team should end it right there. And you still get altered ore, so you really want to make sure you get that. Don't forget to pick up the Tiger Blade Shrimp as well. You can exchange that with 40 altered ores at one of the shops in Isa, and you will get one of the weapons. And eventually you'll have to do that with each of the other kind of shiny orbs in each of the other 3 locations. That is the Contaminated Pit, the KMS, as well as the Prison Ship Gulf again. Okay, so we're just going to go take on the boss here. Make sure you do build up a half-bar AF before taking on this boss. And you do have a high chance of getting either Jadeite or Chant Scripts here. I believe someone has quoted that the Chant Script odds are about 10%. Not sure of the odds of Jadeite, but from talking to my sons and my friend, it seems that they come up quite easily. So the whole point here is, of course, if you can manage a first turn AF to end the boss right here and then that's great. You can tailor your team to wipe it out. Otherwise, no resistances or weaknesses. However, I will say out of the 4 bosses, this one seems to take a lot more damage and not be as easy to beat. Note that I don't have Serene on this team right now. I obviously only have Gilda, and I was going to expect to win in 1 turn, but instead I did not. So like I said, make sure you do tailor your team to be able to beat the boss with 1 turn, because otherwise you'll see exactly what happens. Note that I did put distortion. However, the confusion from the spectrum effect does allow your own team members to attack itself, and you can see what happens when you get hit. You can wipe out your own team, and another one's just on the verge of dying here too. So definitely be well prepared for this one. Otherwise, hey, ended it with a 1.46 million Calamity. And we always like that. Keep in mind that when you do have someone die, Calamity does do more damage. So sweet. Also, one last thing I want to mention: you can save your altered ores. Note that you can actually get quite a bit of the awesome drops of the ores in your reward lines, like the enemy encounter increase, the magic crit. So you don't have to force yourself to spend money in the store for that. So keep that in mind. Now note that once in a while you'll see the rain happen in the Angle settlement, and when that occurs, when you're heading to the wasteland outside of the city just to the left as usual, you will have a chance to collect something special, which is one of those similar to the cat shrine. So I'll just show you that very quickly. It is very obvious. You can see from the graphics once it starts raining, and you can see that, note that there is kind of that glowing gate. So the only thing I want to recommend here is, of course, take down the horror as usual. Shouldn't be too difficult at this time. You've probably done it many times already. And you can see I'm actually just using the Inferno to have a chance of stunning the boss, so that we can actually survive the attacks from the horror. And then we're just going to power up, and obviously it is weak to blood, so if you have Serene does really well. Obviously, other attacks can do the trick as well. So not too terrible there. And of course, you do get the altered ore. So we still get 4 drops of the altered ore. So you can see that for quality of life reasons, we do get to collect those, and they're marked on the map. Now, on another note, I noticed that Global does have a new character out shortly in the next update. So that'll be an excellent way to celebrate the new 2-year anniversary. And let me know in the comments below if you're planning to summon for Melissa or if you're planning to hold off on that. And you can see that the Spirit Stone Fragment is something you can bring in to exchange for specialized Grasta or specialized armor. Anyways, thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.